if you're playing with free energy and or energy experiments, this is all stuff we should understand, that it doesn't really, you can't really find these answers without complicated lingo or what I'm going to show you. Or at least I can't find sources like I'm going to show you. So basically, follow along. You have a 12 volt battery, 12 volts. You have a second 12 volt battery, 12 volts. Okay, two 12 volt batteries. Now, this is a positive terminal, this is a negative. This is a positive, this is a negative. They each have 12 volts. As you know, if you connect them in series, a positive to a negative, now you have 24 volts. Everyone knows that. Yeah, you connect two batteries in series, you get 24 volts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how does that happen? Tell me, explain it to me. They're like, well, you see, because it's in series, and they get a little wavy because they can't really break it down. Now, if you want to understand electrical processes, you got to break this down, figure out what's happening in here. How do two combining in series produce 24? And how do you take advantage of that? Blah, blah, blah. You want to research this stuff, you need to understand it. So let me show you. And it's not that hard to figure out. And I'm sure it's correct, but I don't think the textbooks are going to explain it like I'm about to. Okay, first of all, let's give each of these terminals a value. All we know, the 12 volts is the differential between each of these. We don't know the actual value. So it doesn't really matter what the value is. Let's give them a starting value. Let's make this 0 because it's a negative. This, we're 12 volts higher, so let's make this 12. This, 0, and this, 12. All right, 12, 0, 12, 0, obviously. Okay. Now, when you connect two terminals together and complete a circuit, what happens? These two terminals balance. So 12 and 0. Balance these out. What do you get? 6. 6 volts. Okay? Now, because this was 12, 6 of these volts went into here. So what happens on this side? This goes up by 6. Okay? 12 plus 6 is 18 volts. Now this terminal is actually 18 volts in there, and this is 6. Now, remember, this one was 0, and we pulled 6 volts out of there when we sent the 6 volts here. So what does this become? 0 minus 6 equals negative 6. Okay, now we have a battery instead of 0 and 12. We have one circuit that's 18 volts and negative 6 volts. Now, 18 to negative 6 is how much? 24 volts, which is 12 plus 12. Do you see how the balance works? Do you understand how they balance out? Now, this is pivotal to understand exactly what's happening in here, and how what goes in one side has to come out the other. What goes in one side has to come out the other. And where does it connect to? Connects to the other side going in, pushes it out. Pushes it in this way, pushes it out this way. It's a loop. And all you got to do is just follow the loop. But one mistake people make is they don't calculate the grounds. They just assume they're all 0. But these grounds are changing all the time. And if there was free energy available, 99% of the circuits are sending the free energy into this side, and which is making this side go up, and it cancels out your gain. So anyway, I just wanted to show that very simple concept there and how batteries actually balance, and hopefully it'll open your eyes to more things in the future.